right, not going to spend a lot of time filming this today. It wasn't that popular of a video, so I'm not going to waste a lot of my time. But I want to show the people who are actually interested what's going on. So here's what we're going to do now. We're just got a wall separating that will be insulated, and they are going to actually enter through here. I think that'd be easier for them to figure out. So I'll run another stud right there and frame out a doorway for them, or probably right there would be better. I think I'll cut that out and make the door there. That way there's no wind coming in directly into there. One of the two. Yeah, that's where I had planned to do it, right there. Okay, so wall in the middle separating them. Of course, there's going to be OSB on the outside. I went ahead and bought OSB. Show you what I got. I loaded down today. Got OSB, got plenty of 2x4s. We want to make it all look the same. And these I got to build the frame for the TV that's going in there in the fireplace. We'll get to that hopefully. I don't know, it's gonna be a cold weekend. So let's get this finished and see how it looks. Yeah, I think right there would be a good doorway. Well, let's get that framed out for them. Okay, started putting the OSB on. We got the center divider. I don't know if I showed that in the last clip. I'm only going to put one piece of OSB on one side. That way it'll hold the insulation in. Just kind of separates the two barrels. And we got this side on. I got the back on. I got to cut that side. And then I'm going to do something. I'm going to do some sliding doors on this. So I can get in there. I may just cut a whole solid piece and make the whole thing slidable, so I can service the barrels when I need to. I also need to drill a hole in one of these barrels. One of them already has it, so I can run my electrical cords through the bottoms and then just plug them into there. So we're going to get this walled up and get the insulation in, and then we can start on the roof. I ain't been filming much because I'm in a hurry, because I only have tomorrow to finish this, and then the cold comes. Alright, here's where we're at. Got all the sides on. You notice I got a full piece there. We got the doggy door cut out. I am going to make them a swinging door or something. Probably not out of that, but maybe out of that stuff. I don't know. I think we'll make it easy enough where they can get in. I'll figure something out for that. Probably just a mud flap like I used on the other ones. Listen, man. So anyway, got all that on the outside. I'm out of that stuff. I got a few sheets left. Here's what I'm going to do. Instead of putting little doors that lift up here, I'm just going to put a door that flaps up here where I can reach in, mess with their stuff. Same over there. Maybe the whole thing will lift up. And then this will be a solid roof. That way that limits the breaks in the wall, and I can go ahead and insulate all the way around. I forgot to insulate. Well, I'll insulate right here on the floor where the barrels will go on. So that's where I'm at. I'm ready to insulate. I got to find a knife. I keep forgetting to buy them at the store, the blades. I got all that. Just can't find it. But it's coming out pretty good, man. It's going to be nice and cozy for them. All right, we got everything insulated. Let's take a look around. These are in there tight, so there's no air behind the insulation. This is 1-inch foam board, very warm stuff. That's what I did my addition with, and man, and you can see I got a piece where their barrels are going, so they're also going to have some on the top. When I make the roof, it will be also insulated up here. Unfortunately, I'm out of the OSB. I got to go get another sheet in the morning. So we're going with day 3. I've got to finish this tomorrow because we've got, I don't know, 15 degrees. You know, they got their heat pads. So in an insulated enclosure like this, inside the barrels, they're not going to be cold at all. So, and I want to say some stuff about that here in a minute. Let me give you another look all the way around this thing. Come out pretty good, man. It's gonna be $500 before I'm done with this, because we're at about $375 now. But man, my dogs are worth it. You know what? I want to know that they're warm and they're safe in a storm, even though they're under a shelter. You know, we can get some brutal winds here, believe me, this dude ain't going nowhere. And they each got their own bedroom. And I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. I am going to put one of my cameras right there so I can keep an eye on these dudes at night. You know, I like to be able to keep an eye on them. I might just stick it in that corner facing this way. I can see both dogs. Yeah, I'll worry about them. That Melly, you never know what they're going to do. But here it is, guys. I'm sorry I didn't film much today, but I just, you know, I'm pressed for time. I'm going to take some sandpaper. I'm going to frame that around there, and I'm going to take some sandpaper and sand that. So they got a nice big entrance. Those floor mats from vehicles, like truck floor mats, they work really good for a door. The dogs don't have any trouble getting them in and out, so I'll probably go to the auto parts store and buy a cheap set of them. We don't have Walmarts by me, so I usually always end up spending a lot more money locally than I would if I went somewhere else. As far as lumber goes, I'm getting better quality lumber for about the same price if I went to Lowe's. I have found that out when I did this build. So let's go in here for a second. Here's another fiasco. As you can see, got the TV. Yeah, got a sound bar. But it ain't the one I bought from Google or from Amazon. They don't know where it is. Now they were saying the 10th. Now they don't know. I can't get a hold of anybody. It's lost or something. So I just went locally and bought one. I'm not messing with it. And I got the lumber to build the enclosure for it. I don't know what I'm going to do with the one when it comes. It's kind of hard to send something back like that. So I'm going to see if they answer me. If not, I'm going to have two 65-inch TVs. I do got the loft up there. Might do something up there with it. Don't know. Maybe Lily would like a 65-inch TV in her dog apartment. I don't know. All right, hang on a second. I got to look and see what time it is and see if I got to cook the dog supper yet. I got their CDB oil right here. Let me open that up and show you what that is, guys. Okay, this is called, this is for cats and dogs. It's hemp oil. CDB oil, hemp oil, whatever. But you give your dogs this if they got bad joints, they got arthritis, they're getting older, they're having a hard time getting around like Millie and Tilly. Not so much Millie, but Millie has fears. It's also good if they're afraid of gunshots, fireworks, storms. It helps calm them. This stuff, I remember when I first used this, Waldo tore his CCL, that's in the dog's hip. And a lot of times there's nothing the vets can do. They can do expensive surgeries, but they don't guarantee nothing with them. I put him on this stuff, and within 3 days, he was walking on that leg. Within 2 weeks, he was running again and back to normal. And I thought, well, maybe he just wasn't hurt that bad. Then we had a dog at the ranch. Same thing, tore his. And the owner was going to put him down. I says, wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Let me try one thing before you do that. And I would never put a dog down for that. But ranch dogs are different. They treated them different. So I brought this stuff in. Put him on that. Within 2 days, he was walking on it. Same thing. Within a week and a half, he was running again. And they were believers in it after that. So if you've got any kind of injuries or ailments with your dogs, I bought this myself. This isn't a sponsored ad. I'm just telling you guys, get some of this and try it. And I put half of a dropper. This comes in an eyedropper. I put it in Millie's food and Tilly's food. Millie's food and Lily's food every day. And I could tell, I haven't had it in 2 weeks, man. I ran out. And I could tell it's affecting Lily because she was not walking that way. And this really helps Lily. And Lily's afraid of everything. I noticed when she was on this for months, she wasn't afraid of stuff as much. So you might want to try it if you got issues with your dogs. And I'm going to go put it in their food and feed them. Hang on a second. I got one more thing to do. This one's nice. This is a whole lot more expensive. No, I didn't pay cash for it. I got to make payments on the damn thing. But it's Aquas, man. Aquas. Google TV. I guess this is a really high-end one. Yeah, it will be for the price. But I want something nice in here. I've got the lumber to build the thing. put the fireplace in. It's going to be nice. And I just wanted to show you guys this with the barrels in there now. I'm going to put some braces or something on each side to keep these from rolling. Make them nice and tight in there, but I got their heater pads back in there. What I'm going to do is end up drilling a hole through each one of these so I can run their cords through. And that way all of this stuff will be on this side, and I'll attach it to where they can't grab it and chew on it, because that's happened. And just like clockwork, this one knows it's time for me to start cooking. So anyway, tomorrow we'll get the roof done, and we're done with this thing just in time for the cold. What do you think, Tilly? Go check it out. Let's see what she does. This is the first time she's been up here. Here, look here. I need to sweep that out so you don't get a splinter in your paw. You can check out your barrels. You guys will figure it out. Yeah. All right. Say goodbye to the people. All right. Y'all there? You're there. Okay. Usually when I make a video building something for my dogs, and this hasn't had, well, it did. We got one comment yesterday, and I know that they're coming. I don't care. But I just want to people who have just joined my channel and may have not went back and watched any of my videos. Now I have people comment, well, why don't you bring your dogs in the house? Well, I can't have them all in the house. I make them as comfortable as I can. You're not going to find too many guys that treat animals as good as I do. I try to. I make them as comfortable as I can. Now, Millie and Tilly, they showed up. I wasn't getting any more dogs. I have had a whole bunch of dogs here. And as I'm aging, I don't want to take on anymore. That never seems to work. Always one goes, another one seems to come. But Millie and Tilly showed up. They were abandoned. I don't know. Tilly showed up. She was kind of standoffish. She couldn't get near her for a few days. And then she just stayed. And I fed her, took care of her, took her and got her spayed. And then Millie showed up, I think maybe 6 months later. It may not even have been that long. Now, Millie was pretty much feral. You could not get near Millie. She was terrified of me. It took a while. But now she's all lovable. She comes up, she's just a normal dog now. You can't, and then there's the other side of the coin. People say, well, you don't have to do all that for a dog. They'll be fine. Maybe they will be. And they were just fine with their heat pads in the barrels. But it doesn't give me a peace of mind. I don't want them out in the elements. I want them in a safe enclosure, and that's what I did. And it doesn't matter what I had to spend on it. I'll spend, anybody that knows me and knows my channel, I'll spend whatever it takes to make my dogs comfortable. I like dogs more than I like people, and I'm not lying when I say that, I'd rather be around dogs than a bunch of people. I just have a love for them that, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I look at it this way. If they don't like how I treat my animals, don't watch my channel. But nobody's, there was one comment and I deleted that person. I don't even know if they don't really tell you if they're a subscriber or not, but you're going to get that, People and let me tell you, you go for a ride with me, I'll show you some dogs who are suffering. There's no shortage of them. You guys watch the channels of people around my area. There's no shortage of abandoned dogs. You can go to this town that I'm closest to, and at any given moment, there might be 5, 6 to 10 running around loose that are in bad need of medical attention, food. It's horrible. And I just do my part, and not only, I don't want people dumping their dogs off at me. That's not going to happen. But I help out rescues when I can. Man, I dedicate my whole month of October on my channel to the dog rescue and donate every dime to the dogs. So it doesn't upset me when I get those comments, because I know that it's probably some lady in New York City apartment thinking, oh, them dogs is... Let me tell you something. People that move here from Florida, California, and you see them and it's 60 degrees and they got coats on, That is the worst thing in the world to do. When I was in the military, and if you're a veteran, you know, they tell you, man, you don't put a coat on those 35 degrees. You got to acclimatize yourself to the weather around you. Well, that's what dogs, if they've always been outside, they don't know what it's like to be inside. They are animals. They are from wild animals, and if they've always been outside, they're not going to know any better. So everything that I'm doing for them just adds a little more comfort to them. I cook their own supper now, and I'm always learning. When I decided that I was going to get healthy and eat the right foods, and how much it worked for me and how much better I felt and how much weight I lost, then I put my dogs on the same diet. They are eating carnivore, okay? And I can tell Lily is losing a little weight. She, not real fast. She doesn't do much because she has trouble in her joints. She has arthritis, and that's what the CDB oil helps her with. But if I can get her to lose weight a little bit at a time, we'll get her there. But just know, if you're new to my channel, man, I do 90% of the content on my channel is about dogs. I always try to show my dogs. They're my family. They mean everything to me. So don't think that by me building them a doghouse and committing them to outside is a bad thing. It's not, Man, they took over my carport. The other two dogs, well, Waldo passed away. They got their own apartment, heat, air conditioning. What else can I do? I couldn't have them in the house. They don't want to be in the house, okay? When I had the fifth wheel, I would let them all in. Within 15 minutes, they were all barking at the door, wanting out. They don't like being inside. They're beagles, they're hound dogs. They're not the type of breed that hangs out inside in a living room. They just don't want to. Lily, on the other hand, she's going to be inside all the time. And Rooster. Rooster actually likes to be outside most of the time. I got to make her come in at night. All right, I yapped long enough, but, I'm not saying I had a bunch of bad comments or nothing. I didn't, but I know they're coming. They always do when I'm building a doghouse or something. So, they're barking. They're good alarms, man. Somebody comes in your driveway, you know it. And the mailman, packages, they're just good to have around. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry I didn't cover a lot of this, the build today, but like I said, there wasn't a lot of interest in yesterday's video, and so I don't want to drag it out. But I did update you as I was going. Hope that was good enough. We'll see you tomorrow when I finish that thing. Happy trails.